So up to this point, we have our object. Our shader is applying the color properly, but it's completely ignoring lighting. If I move around this, it looks the same no matter what angle we look at it, even though the main light is facing at a specific angle. So what we need to do is we need to now add lighting to this. We're just going to do some basic lighting. So what we need to first do is we need to add a new include to get the lighting data. So we're just going to copy and paste this, and we're going to change where it says core to lighting. Then we need to add some new properties. So in our attribute struct, we're going to add a float3, which is normal OS. And this will be normal. This gets us the normal and object space fed from the CPU. And we're going to have a float3 normal WS. And this is going to be text chord 1. This is what we're going to get our normal in world space. So down in our vertex shader, what we're going to do is we're going to define out dot normal ws equals transform object to world normal. We're going to feed it in the normal and object space. So this is a macro that Unity has built in, which will automatically convert an object space normal into a world space normal. Since we have that, what we need to do is now we need to actually calculate the lighting. So we need to get the main light. So light, main light equals get main light. This is a function that's available in the lighting package. And then we're going to get a half3, which is main light direction. This is going to be equal to main light dot direction. So we have the direction. Then we're going to create a half, and this is going to be called n dot l. This is going to be the dot product of our main light direction and the object's normal. So this is going to be equal to dot. We're going to do main light direction in dot normal ws. And then we'll just multiply this by n dot l. And if we save this and we hop over to Unity, now you'll see we have some basic lighting here. If I change the angle of the main light, you can see that it changes where the shadow is. So that's working fairly well. Now, one thing that we do want to do, while not as big of an issue for this case, it will be an issue if you have more complex geometry than a sphere. You want to saturate this, because this is actually returning -1 for something, so it's going to mess with the color on the other side of the object. So if we make it saturate, it just won't do that. It'll leave only the proper lighting that we want if they're somewhere between 90 degrees or less apart from each other. So that's how we apply our basic lighting. Realistically, it's super easy, and for simple lighting, just getting the dot of the main light direction and the normal in world space is pretty simple. We can add something else to this, which is going to be another half, which is n dot v. Instead, we're going to once again saturate this. We're going to get the dot product of the get world space normalized view dir. We need to feed it the position of world space. We're going to do, oops, not position, multiply it by n.v. So make sure you spell it right. It's not normalized, it's normalized view dir. And also we need to define the world space position. So here we're going to add a float3, which is position world space. This will be text chord 2. And then we're going to do out.position ws equals form object to world. So we get our world space position, and what we do is we transform object to world, and we use the object space position, and we use that as our view direction. We dot product that with the normal, and then we also multiply everything here with now n.v. And if we go back to Unity, now we have a little bit of darkening around the edges. So anywhere where there is some fall off of the normal, you'll see now there is a dark region around it. So that just, it helps as you view on the very edge of something, you'll see that kind of darkening because it's away from you. So it helps create the highlight on it. So let me set the texture back in here. So that's how you add some very basic lighting to this. This lighting only works with the main light. It won't work with additional lights. But that's the simplest way to have some basic lighting in here. I'm going to go into full PBR rendering and how to add in additional lights and everything as we keep going.